I'm in my kitchen. Don't mind the mess. I'm gonna be making some baked pasta. This is organic pasta. It is wheat, so if you are gluten-free, grab some gluten-free pasta. This I got from Costco. I get like a whole bunch of them, and it works out to be way cheaper than if you're to buy this just one at the grocery store. They make it super small. Where the heck is this? It's probably around 10 minutes is my guess. Oh, 11 minutes. I'm gonna cook the pasta. My water is about to boil. I'm going to mix it with kale. I'm gonna do like a kale bake, but I'm gonna be using Miyoko's liquid mozzarella that I got at Gross Out. I call it Gross Out. It's grocery outlet. So if you have a grocery outlet where you live, they tend to get stuff that is just about out of date or very close to out of date. If you do shop there, you want to make sure that you get things that are going to either stay good for a while, even though it might be past its date. Maybe you can put it in the freezer or use it right away, or some stuff is actually overstock and there's plenty of time on it. Just be aware of that if you go shopping there. And they carry organic things. They carry a lot of different vegan items as well, like processed stuff and all of that. And that's where I found the Miyoko's liquid mozzarella, which I've been wanting to try, but it's kind of expensive. But at Gross Out or Grocery Outlet, I got it for half off. So I got 2 bottles. I made a baked pasta last weekend for some friends that came over to play games, and I thought I would have lots of leftovers, but they ate almost the entire thing. I was like, that. And I've got a bag of kale from Trader Joe's. I'm going to use this pan and lightly saute the kale first to just soften up before I put it in with the pasta. This is from Trader Joe's. I also get sauce. I get the sauce from Costco as well, but this is good stuff. This one though says low fat, and it has the V on there for vegan. I feel like it needs probably some fat, and so then I'm gonna be using the Miyoko's cheese. Gonna be doing it on top, kind of like a lasagna, kale lasagna-ish baked thing. To jazz this up, I decided that it didn't look like enough sauce because I used the entire bag of kale. I'm going to add a little bit of this little magic stuff. It is fermented. I'm like the first one to be like, fermented? Oh, gross. Oh, I don't want anything to do with it. This stuff is actually good. It's kind of like miso. It's got the umami flavor. I'm going to use some of this stuff. We got this at Costco. So like a hot oil. A little goes a long way, so it depends on your capacity for heat. I'm going to add organic diced tomatoes just to give it a little bit more something going on with the pasta. I'm going to put in some tofu, the extra firm silken, but I'm going to mash it up with some nutritional yeast. Here is the Miyoko's liquid mozzarella. You can pour this on pizza. It melts like regular mozzarella cheese. It stretches, it does all the stuff. I'm gonna pour this on top of my bake. This is the Tuscan Kale from Trader Joe's. This stuff is delicious, it's organic, but it is on the hearty side. I wanna soften it up before I put it in the oven, otherwise it's gonna take up tons of room. I'm gonna saute this a little bit, add the sauce to it, then I'll add the noodles. I got my kale cooking. I've got my pasta out. I just put it right here so that it doesn't get all drippy in my place. Took some of the pasta water and I put it in with the kale to help it cook down a little bit. The water will have to cook off of it though before I put in the sauce because I don't want runny sauce. This is the nutritional yeast. This is organic. I always buy this in a big bag. If you buy it by the pound, you can get a good deal, but oh my god, you just never know. You fill up a bag and then it's like $30 or something. I usually buy it where I know what I'm paying. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to the saucy sauce so you can see what's going on there. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna put that in there to thicken it up, and I already put the hot stuff in there, so there's a lot of that going on. I'm just gonna stir this around with the sauce, and I haven't put in the tofu yet. I might just crumble it in there and top it with the Miyoko's cheesiness. This is what it looks like so far. I just mushed all the tofu around. I put in pepper, garlic powder, some paprika. I'll probably put in some basil or something like that to jazz it up, and then get it into the oven. I'm gonna spray the bottom of the pan with this stuff, just a little bit. I like using these Pyrex pans because they have a cover and I can slip this into my refrigerator and eat the leftovers later on.